Okay, enough of that. What is good, Carti people of the channel? It's your boo. Problem. How many people we got? 200. Okay, we got 200 people here to debate about Playboi Carti and Future. I don't know how this instigated on Twitter, but for some reason there's always a comparison between two artists, and I felt pretty strongly about this comparison because I don't think it's even a question here. But y'all let me know in the chat. Give me Future or Carti. Who was more influential? Who is better? I don't care how you want to compare them. Let me know who you think is on top. Who is the big homie? Who is the well, actually no, that kind of confuses a little bit, but who is the better artist in general? I know I have like a stronger Playboi Carti fan base just because he's more relevant nowadays. I feel like, at least in internet culture, not necessarily streams wise. I think Future's still doing better, but we'll talk about all the data I got. So we got Carti Future, and it's not even close. Kodak Hilly. I'm not gonna say it yet. All right, everybody's saying King Vamp. All right, so I don't know how old y'all are. I assume you're younger, so I'm not gonna hate on you. I understand, like, if you haven't experienced the greatness of Future. The way I see it, this is similar to like a Lil Wayne versus Lil Uzi Vert situation right now. I love Uzi, but Lil Wayne, if you were there through Lil Wayne's prime, Lil Wayne is literally the fucking GOAT. All the mixtapes he dropped, all the remixes, he literally took people's songs and made them better than what the original songs were. And then he hopped on every single feature, killed it. But anyway, Future. And you're saying no? Again, you're just young. You show your age when you disagree with that, because that is literally just a fact. Now, Future versus Playboi Carti. Y'all know how much I love Playboi Carti, so I'm not even biased here whatsoever. In fact, if you want to say I'm biased, you're gonna say that I'm biased towards Playboi Carti, but that is just not the case. If we want to go to Future's discography, right? He's been around probably before this, but the first album that he has on Spotify and streaming platforms, because he has a lot more mixtapes, but I think that he uploaded them, was in 2012. You know, he wasn't the best rapper back in those days, but let's see how many monthly listeners. He got 36 mil. All right, so what does Playboi Carti got? 36. Oh, did he get a new profile picture? 36 mil versus 14. Numbers don't lie. I'm sorry to tell you, but it is just no question. And like, I'm not the person to say, you know, numbers. I guess I just said it right there, but I'm not the person to say that somebody is better just because they get higher numbers, because, you know, McDonald's, they sell more burgers than, say, Salt Bay out here, his restaurant. You know, the guy that like pours the salt like this, he probably makes good ass burgers, I can tell you that. And that's better than McDonald's, but they sell more, so that doesn't mean they're better. Very similar to like the Drake situation, even though I fuck with Drake. But Future, check this out. I think there's no comparison because Playboi Carti literally got like 3 projects out right now, self-titled, officially at least. I think there's no Abundance, but that's just like a compilation made by fans. But Carti got self-titled, which, you know, was legendary in its own respect. Why is this a topic? I don't know. It just, Twitter brought it up, and it got my balls infuriated, simmering, if you will. I had to fry him a little bit. Future only good with feature. Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Just let me speak though. Self-titled, Carti got Die Lit, Whole Lot of Red. All influential in their own respect. There's a lot of Carti clones out here. However, you could also say there would be no Carti without Future. And I'm not saying that Carti sounds like Future, but Future and Thug are so influential in the Atlanta space, and that's where Carti's from, right? and like the use of auto-tune and rapping. You know, Lil Wayne and T-Pain were very influential in that sense, but Future been putting in the work for so long, and just the way, the sheer amount of tapes that he dropped influenced a lot of people, similar to Uzi. Why do you think Uzi calls himself Baby Pluto? Because he knows he's influenced by Future. He is the Baby Pluto. Future calls himself Pluto. Future started the mumbling shit. Carti bought his mama a house from the mumbling shit. Carti admitted it right there. Anyway, so Carti got 3 projects. Now, I'm not saying Carti can't get there, but I just don't think it's even comparable when it gets to the point where Future has been in the game for 9 years. The first project Carti dropped officially was in 2017. He been in for 4, which is less than half of 9 years. And Future is still killing it, getting him more monthly listeners and more hit songs. He was just on, let's check this out. He was just on fucking Way Too Sexy, which was a #1 hit. I know it had Drake on it, or Drake was the primary artist, but Carti had a song with Drake and that shit didn't go #1. I'm sorry, just Future knows how to make songs for the mainstream. Like, he just is a beast. He's just a GOAT. Okay, he also did Mask Off, which was solo, so that is a massive that's a refute to whoever said he's only good on features. Mask Off, bro, 1 billion streams solo. Not to mention this whole tape, Future, the self-titled Future. Oh my God, so many songs that had like 0 misses on there. Not to mention Life Is Good was another, I think it was a #1 hit with Drake. And there's so many other countless songs that Future just was running the streets. Not to mention DS2 is quite arguably top 5 mixtapes ever. You guys got to go check this out if you haven't already. DS2, let me find it. It's going to be in his discography because this came out a long ass time ago. I just remember in college this shit dropped, and I had this shit on repeat more than a whole lot of Red. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, Future more recently has cooled off a bit, even though Way Too Sexy is lit. But DS2, look at this. He made Lean popular. Future made, like, he was one of the first hood rappers that like got to the mainstream. Like, he is the biggest of the hood, I feel like, or at least he was the first big rapper in the hood to get big. Since when am I a Future enthusiast? Future's just the GOAT. You can't deny his success. Thought It Was a Drought. That's when there was a Lean drought. Freak Ho. Blow a Bag. I was playing that at the beginning. All of these songs. Fuck Up Some Commas. That shit went crazy as well. DS2. But before that, he had DS1, 56 Nights, Beast Mode, Monster. All of these were in a span of 2014, 2015, 2015. That's 3 tapes in 1 year. DS2 2015. So 2 tapes a year that were, what a time to be alive. He had collab tapes with Drake, Future, Uzi. What does Carti have? He don't even got a collab tape with Uzi. It's not even comparable. Purple Rain was alright. Evo was alright. Future, this shit was a banger. This tape was a banger. Hendrix was like more of an R&B. Future's pretty versatile, if you will. But yeah, so it's just not even, it's not even, Carti doesn't come close. I'm sorry. Give him 5 years. If Carti can drop more consistently, say drop, I don't know how many projects Future has, probably like 15. He doesn't have too much. He doesn't have too little. It's the right amount. Future nowadays is like working on his business shit. He's got FBG, he's got his own label, which Carti got too, but I think Carti actually got better artists. So Carti got Future on that end. Carti can get up there. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying right now, Carti does have influence on the underground. So you know what? Maybe he can get there. He got all these kids dressing up as vamps for Halloween. You think Dracula was the first vamp? No. Playboi Carti was, not Psych. But he just needs to drop like 5 more mixtapes or albums. And then I think that, or maybe even collab tapes, get some more features. But like Carti just hasn't been in the music space long enough to be as influential as Future. It's just not even fair. I was kidding about the Carti costumes. I was just saying people were dressing up as vampires. Carti did more with less music. He definitely didn't do more in total, but the impact he's made with the amount of music he's dropped, maybe that's another argument, which I could see Carti winning. Just because Future there was a point in time where Future was dropping too much music. I think that's why he's slowed down more recently. Carti album or Future album? Right now, look, I agree. I fuck with Carti more. But times have changed. Your taste in music changes. The radio hits change. The shit that you listen to with your friends change. So if you put on like an old Future song, it'll still hit, but it won't hit as hard as like a Whole Lot of Red, just because it's more relevant. The recency bias, I believe, is what it's called. But if we go back to like 2018 or something, maybe even before that, 2016, 2015, Future was literally everywhere. And again, 4 mixtapes that had 0 misses. Nobody was doing that. You saw Future live and it was born. I mean, the thing is, Future's like a lean, sipping rapper. He's not like Carti, who's jumping around in a mosh pit like all punk and whatnot. But if we're talking straight hip hop, Future's still more relevant. Again, 5-10 years, we got to readdress this question, because maybe Future falls out of relevance or just stops dropping music because, he got kids. I don't know how many kids he got, like 9 or something. He's like an NBA young boy out here, but like 40 years old. He's 40 expecting the mosh. Yeah, that's another thing. Future didn't like really blow up until he was older. And Future influenced Carti to influence others. So it's the transitive property, people. He don't got that much lung capacity. Yeah, his voice is fucked. For real. He about to have a kid with Jada. I hope not, bro. I was talking to Bella about that. I feel bad for Will Smith. Honestly, Jada might have ruined his career. I don't know if he can even show his face in a movie anymore. It's just over. Future getting old, bro. Don't expect him to stage dive. Yo, he'd probably break his femur or something. Shatter it. And yeah, it would be cool to see Carti like come out and say something like, yeah, I was influenced by Future and whatnot, but I feel like Carti doesn't want to give any credit to any rappers, publicly at least, because he wants to drive his influence from like rock artists and shit like that, because he don't want people stealing his sales. You think Carti was influenced by the ASAP mob than anyone? Who do you think ASAP was influenced by? Let me check out ASAP Rocky. When did he drop his Love Live ASAP? 2015, At Long Last ASAP, which was before Long Live ASAP. No, that was 2013. Okay, never mind then. ASAP. Maybe that's why ASAP ain't dropping music, bro. A bunch of people getting mad at him for not dropping. What is it called? Testing? Is he trying to drop Testing? No, he dropped Testing. All Smiles is the album he's trying to drop. Okay, so you got to give ASAP this credit. But at the same time, he's probably, he's with Rihanna. He's probably having a kid with Rihanna soon. He's probably trying to stack up his bread somehow else. He probably got his money in crypto and other investments. Music doesn't really pay you that much money anymore. He doesn't want to go out performing and risk getting shot. Plus, he doesn't want to risk, ruining his discography. He doesn't want to, break his femur like Future if he stage dives. So it makes sense. Did I review it? Did I review At long last ASAP. I mean, that shit was so long ago. I wasn't even on YouTube at that time. Future copied Carti flow on Teen X, bro. That's Future's on. What? You actually don't know who came up with the flow first. Future, by all means, could have came up with the flow, and then Carti was like, "Oh, that shit hard. Let me use that for the chorus. We on X, we on Cody." And then Future just like played along with it and used it for his verse. His last tape was mid testing. Yeah, I didn't really like testing that much. I don't really like the experimental ASAP because I was super into Live Love ASAP and At Long Last ASAP. Back again in the Dat Piff mixtape days, similar to Future. That's how I used to listen to shit. DS2. It was all downloading from Dat Piff and putting it in your app or iTunes. Should you invest in Shiba Inu? No. Too risky. You might make money, but no, you should not do that.